Yo!
Hey guys, thanks for clicking on the video. This is Goats and Hoes Family Farm. I'm Lauren, that's Dustin. We don't really have a lot of content for this week. We've been really busy. We had one of our goats prolapse on Sunday. Both of them are not due until March 18th.
Which is like 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks.
Yeah, so it was kind of scary for both of us, but we got her to the vet. I didn't feel comfortable videoing any of that just because I didn't think the vet would be comfortable with me videoing putting her bladder back in, but it was her entire bladder that was out. But this week...
Completely full.
Yeah, it was. It was completely full. Poor girl. You could tell she was miserable. But our local vet over here was amazing. He was really quick to get her in, even on a Sunday. It was great. But now we're out here enjoying the beautiful weather. It's cloudy, but it's about probably, 80 degrees?
84 degrees.
Yeah, it's 84 degrees. This time tomorrow, it's supposed to be 47. And our wind chill is supposed to be at 22. So that's Oklahoma for you. So, okay, we had to swap sides. So, but back to what we were saying, we had to take her over to the vet. They had to put a suture in to kind of close her up a little bit.
Well, first they had to clean her up a lot.
Yeah.
And they had to get her bladder empty, which blew my mind how much she was holding. She easily dumped
Probably 4 cups.
Yeah. I mean, it went.
It was the
everywhere.
size of a grapefruit, how big it was. And we had checked on them.
Just the night before at dinner time, I had fed them, and actually even a little bit after dinner time because we had been out here. So,
Lucy's
or
down
after
there
dinner.
rolling.
Let's see if she'll roll again or if she's just going to be lazy.
She's on the other side of them.
Monty's going to roll this way. Tries to win more. So while we're sitting and watching the big old pregnant girl down there,
Oh, no.
well, there she's done. But anyways, I just spoke to another local vet, and
Hang on.
if everything goes right.
That's better.
So anyways, I had just spoken to a local vet, and if everything goes right, depending on what my schedule is next week, hopefully we can take Ricky and Lucy, definitely Lucy, but I'd like to take Ricky too, and take them over to a vet and let them do an actual ultrasound on them, so that way we can check the babies, see how they're doing, see their growth is going, and maybe we can get a better idea of the due date on it.
Yep. Because as of right now, we were just aware of possibly the springtime. We have no idea when she was bred, nothing like that. I mean, we have no idea because whenever we got them in October, so, and she was obviously already pregnant, and they carry, donkeys carry anywhere from 11 to 14 months. So it is a long process if you plan on breeding donkeys, but it is so worth it. I mean, if you saw our other video with the baby donkey, they are so cute. But she's
I need to
getting
message
bigger.
him and see if I can get updated pictures. I know it's only been a week, but I'm anxious about him.
I know. I'm excited for him to come home.
Well, look at how big she is just standing there.
I know. We're looking at the goats. The goats we've got everybody's pregnant around here. Except for me. I'm not.
Better not be.
Anyways. But, yeah.
Had that problem taken care of.
The goats are getting wide, and you can tell they're not very comfortable anymore. But like we said, we've only got about 2 weeks left until the very end, and then hopefully everybody say a prayer for us that we have smooth births out of both of our girls. That way I cannot be stressed out, because I probably will end up sleeping in the barn as soon as the process starts, and I don't care how long it takes. I will probably be out there. So
yeah, but anyways, I think we had stopped a little bit with about Bright Eyes and her situation at the vet, once they got everything kind of back in, they had to soap it all up, clean it up, and put it back in, because of course she's out here, she's still laying around, and it all her insides are getting dirty. But he got her in everything, and he took to me it looked like a shoestring, but I know it wasn't a shoestring. So I don't know what the exact term for it is, but he took one of them and sewed her up, and she
Loosely sewed her up. That
she
way
looks like she has
she has a little bow under her butt.
yeah, it's crisscrossed with a little bow.
Yep, and it's just to go around the edges to where all the bladder and everything doesn't come out. And whenever I talked to the vet and I asked him, I said, well, is this common? He said, well, it is kind of common, especially for goats that have had more than one kid. And this is her second pregnancy. So yeah, he said it was common. And he said now that she's done this, it'll probably more than likely happen every single time that she goes to kid. But the way that it was explained to me is that the kids are just so big in there. She probably, the first time she had babies, she had 2.
Yep.
So this time she either has 2 or 3, because once they start having multiples, then their chances are higher to have multiples more and more every single time. But how it was explained to me is that there's no more room pretty much, and those babies are trying to get in position because it's getting close to being time, and one of them just kicked her bladder out. So I think we're going to come up with a pretty unique name for one of them.
Yeah, we're going to have to.
Whoever comes out first.
Yeah, probably the first one. We're going to have to come up with a name. So if anybody has any names for it, let us know. Obviously, we don't know male or female. So,
Yeah.
But let us know. Maybe a universal name. So
Yeah.
But as far as that where she sewed up, it will stay until, well, let me take this back. It's going to stay for a while. But they're due on the 18th, so on the 15th,
We'll be
we'll
untying
go
it.
and untie it. We'll leave it because, like I said, it's crisscrossed through there, so we're going to leave it. But that way, she can still give birth and keep everything that needs to be inside.
Yep.
So, if not, he is a fantastic vet, and we will be running back. And he
Yep.
also does house calls, so if there's for some reason I can't get her into truck or something, we will go. And whenever I say into truck, I don't mean inside. She would like that with some of them, but
I wouldn't mind.
with ours, they're so little. Well, probably, I don't know if Bailey would or not. But then again, I wouldn't want to pick him up and lift him in there either.
No, well, and plus he pees everywhere.
Yeah, that's
So-
fine. But with our ladies here, as far as the fainting, the tonic ones, I can pick them up and load them inside of a extra large, or is it 2XO?
It's an extra large kennel.
It's one of the bigger kennels that they got. I load that into the back of the truck and can put them in there. And
And they have plenty of room. We probably wouldn't put them in there together, just because they're so big, and I don't want them to get stressed out in their pregnancy or anything like that. But they would have more than enough room. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Thelma, we fit Thelma in there, and I mean, we weren't really expecting her to be that big,
no,
but she fit, and we had to work with what we had, and it was only like a 30-minute drive home, so she was fine.
yeah. So I think the vet's like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So, but if need be, I'd load her back up and take her over there. If not, then they do house visits, so that's a good thing. So, I could tell you now, everybody would think the price would be just outrageous because of being on Sunday. Sunday at like 9 o'clock in the morning. I was even calling my friend Feller Family Farms and trying to get in touch with his vet and stuff. So it was early. They were at church, but this vet was amazing, and the price was. You would have thought I would have cleaned out bank accounts, but
That's what I was expecting to do.
it was still definitely more than I wanted to pay. But it doesn't matter. It's what we got to do. We got to take care of them. So I'm glad of the price, and I'm definitely not complaining about it.
Yeah, I was impressed, and plus he was just awesome at everything. He explained everything. He even explained, where her cervix was and all kinds of stuff. So it was really, because I'm a nerd like that. I like anatomy. I like all the weird science stuff. I like to see how stuff works. And I'm trying to teach my kids that as well. So hopefully one of these days we'll get one of our science experiments on camera. But because Kaiser loves doing, what does he call them? He calls them something.
Experiment.
No, he calls them something. I can't remember what it's called, but it's not an experiment. He calls it something else in his own 4-year-old language.
Which they're not here right now. They're with their Nini. They got picked up by Nini at school.
Yeah.
Because me and Lauren had to go to the city today for some stuff. So,
Yeah.
but we'll go see them soon because soccer is starting. Kaiser started soccer last night. Creed starts soccer tonight. I
gonna
think
be
their first
real busy.
game is 2 weeks.
I think it's on the 9th.
Not, yeah, something.
Yeah.
So maybe we can get some videos of them playing. Hopefully Creed will score again and
Yeah.
do a little dance like he did last year. Because I know you guys would love that.
But yeah, because he's hilarious. He's a little ham out there. You wouldn't think so because he's so shy. But whenever he gets out there, he loves it.
Oh.
Kaiser, I don't really know if he's going to like soccer as much because I don't think he likes running. So last night was his first practice and we were able to see that he was getting pretty frustrated because a lot of the other kids were a little bit faster than him. And I just told him, it's okay. Just keep plugging after it. You got it. You got this.
I can't blame the kid though. I hate running.
I know.
hate it.
I know. I do too.
So I can't blame him. He must get that from me.
Yeah.
So
But yeah, we were out here and we figured we'd make a little video and talk to you guys for a little bit. We don't have much to do right now. We're just kind of in hurry up and wait mode because we've already prepared for everything as far as we can. With the loafing barn, with all the extra straw, we've got
got loads and loads of medical supplies either already ordered in here or some of it I've got to order here pretty quick. But like nursing bottles and everything, which hopefully we don't need any of that stuff, but I have it just in case. I think we're even going to get some colostrum milk and everything like that.
just in
just
case.
to keep on hand, just in case.
Yeah.
Because from my understanding, both were fantastic mamas last time, but I just want to be safe. I'd rather have it here than at midnight whenever I can't get it. So it's not that bad. But these,
Just watching Bright Eyes.
yeah, she's just sitting there eating about as wide as a double wide. She's a poor girl.
Yep.
She is huge.
So.
And the vet had to help me load her up and everything else whenever we got done, obviously, because her back end she was sore, but he had actually gave her an epidural. And so she was barely feeling her back legs anyway. So
Yeah.
it was pretty funny watching her get out of the truck and come back in here with her sister.
Yep. But yeah, she's been doing okay since then. She's still eating, she's still drinking water, she's still.
Yeah, she's eating right now.
Yep. I mean, everything is pretty good. So Lala is starting to get that pregnancy waddle thing when she's walking. I've noticed that a little bit, which I'll show you. Hang on just a second. See how wide she is. It's Bright Eyes off in the back. She's just eating, standing there staring at us. Come here.
So this stuff right over here, these piles, this is where Lauren went through and cleared out a bunch of these thorns that was back in this area. And she went and she grabbed it all and she was getting ready to start loading it up and haul it out of here because they've cleared out everything else in that area except for these thorn bushes. Funny story, as soon as Lauren puts it in a pile, they start eating it.
Yeah.
So
I was so mad.
now they're slowly working on it.
She is. That's Bright Eyes. That's the one that had to have the procedure yesterday. When was that? Yesterday?
Sunday,
Sunday? What is today?
Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yep,
look at her waddling like a double wide too.
Yeah, she's got a lot of babies in there probably. I hope.
So, and I've had one lady reach out to me about the animals and everything. The animals will be going to other homes and everything. We don't know where they're going or anything like that yet, obviously. We'll let everybody know. You guys can reach out to us to talk to us about if you're interested in them. They can be registered. If we register them, then obviously they'll be a little bit more. But really, that's the way to mow down a tree, Thelma. So get with us. Obviously it's different prices as far as registered. It's different. That stuff is different as far as registered. It's different as far as male or female. And we hadn't really talked about fixing the males or not, basically bucks to wethers. We hadn't really talked about if we were going to do that, but if we do, I assume that would probably be different expense on that, also a different price. But it's all about what everybody else wants to and reaches out to us. The babies will not be leaving anywhere. I see people all day long getting bottle-fed babies and everything else, and I'm sorry, that's something I don't agree with. If they are on their mama, you leave them on their mama until their mama kicks them off.
Yep.
So our babies will not be leaving until then. That's the same reason why we haven't brought home Donovan the donkey. He's still on his mama, and he'll stay there until mama's done.
Hey, speaking of the name, I think we should do Donatello.
Donatello?
Yes, and call him Donnie.
I thought you wanted Donovan.
Well, I was just looking for a longer Don name. But somebody mentioned to me, okay, so backstory on that. Our youngest loves the Ninja Turtles, like absolutely loves the Ninja Turtles.
Yeah,
So I think that we should name him Donatello and just call him Donnie for short.
Okay. So either way, we want Donnie the donkey because we already have Wonky the donkey.
Yep.
So it kind of goes hand in hand there.
Yeah, so his name will be Donatello.
Donatello. Okay.
I'll talk to Kaiser about it.
Yeah, talk to him, and then I'll get a hold of the family that has him right now. That way they know, because they were going to start working the name and calling him and
Well, they're just going to call him
used to it.
Donnie.
Okay.
So
So well, that's true too.
it works. It'll just be when he's in trouble, I'll use his whole government name.
He's not coming with papers. Those will not have papers. So, but and then back to the goats though. We like the way that we went out and we saw Donatello.
Donnie.
So, and it was a way that basically we was out there looking at the donkey and picking the donkey and everything else, but they were screening us. They were making sure that they were comfortable with us letting us taking home their animal, and I like that. I like that a lot.
Well, and we had already said that we were kind of going to be like that anyways. I mean, I did, because I will do a full background check on somebody before. I mean, we had another donkey that we sold, and I did a full background check on her.
Yeah.
I had her come down. I had her play with her. I made sure that their personalities matched, because donkeys have personalities of their own, and if your personality does not match with that donkey, then you're not going to get anything past them. Like, they won't work with you, they won't work for you, they won't train well, like anything. If they don't like you, they don't like you. And it's not to say that other donkeys won't like you. It's just that specific donkey or particular donkey. So
we want to do the same with ours.
Yes.
With the goats and everything. We want to basically screen the owners, make sure they're going to good homes.
And I mean, it's not going to be anything extensive,
No, just
but
come
I
out
do
here
want to
and play
make
with
sure that, that person that's taking home an animal is a good person. I mean, like, I don't want to find animal abuse charges on somebody, like that's a little, absolutely not, actually.
Yeah.
But it's just, I want to see the way you interact with animals. And yeah, I do understand that people can put on a really good show whenever they're here, but I would trust the animal's reaction to somebody before I would trust another human being's reaction to somebody, because they can read it on you. They can smell it. I don't know if you've ever heard that about a dog can tell if that's a good person or not. I trust that because I've seen it. So that's why that's why he and I are both under the same agreement that that's what we're gonna do. So just to make sure they go to good homes.
Yeah. And it'll be a deal too where obviously they're not going to go home right away, like I said.
No, it'll probably be
So,
4 or 5 months.
It'll be, I can't remember right offhand, but I don't think it's quite that long.
Well, but the
I think it's
first
about
two.
6 weeks or so.
Oh, that
so-
seems incredibly short.
Yeah. But
I want them to
We'll-
be here a little bit longer than that.
we'll let them come out, you know, as long as we're here, you can come out. I mean, they'll come out anytime they want. I know that the people who have already put down a deposit on one of the donkeys, I'm sure if we can catch it in time, there's probably a possibility they will want to be here whenever it's born.
Yeah.
So,
Which
or
I'm
her,
totally fine with.
you know,
If she
whatever.
wants to be here, I'm totally fine with that because I would be the same exact way. I wasn't really too fond of having donkeys before we got them, and then whenever we brought them home, I mean, it's kind of like.
Have we ever told them that story?
I don't think so.
So, I'll make this real quick. Basically, Fort Knox, the Duck Knox, and everything over here, it all happened because we lost some ducks. Well, we bought a couple, unfortunately lost 2 of them. Duck math, I think we ended up with 4, lost another 1 or so, and ended up with like 10 or something.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're at now. But anyways, we kept losing them. And it wasn't starting to be beneficial to me at all because we were losing money. We wasn't getting any ducks because we were having to basically start over and everything else. So I said, you know what? I want to get some protectors. I want to get some donkeys. She's adamant. No. I'm like, donkeys will protect them. They'll protect them. So she thought that calling her grandmother, because we approve everything with grandma out here too, to it all being family land. She said, call grandma. Well, she was really hoping grandma was going to tell me no, but I don't know. Me and grandma got this thing, I guess, because I sure do love that woman. But I called her and she
always
said,
takes us inside on everything.
she said, sure, sweetie, you sure can. As a matter of fact, there's even a donkey rescue 2 miles away if you want to. Now, we did look at those, but
Yeah,
they
we weren't.
was a lot wilder than we wanted to try to tame and handle
Yeah.
at first.
Yeah.
So we got these. So I won. Thank you, Grandma. Love you.
He did. And then I have told the story about how I accidentally let the donkeys out. It wasn't an accident.
Yeah.
I accidentally on purpose let them out. But yeah, no, that's how we ended up with donkeys. And then like I said, he's always wanted fainting goats the entire time we've been together. We've almost been together for 10 years and he has talked about fainting goats since, from the jump.
Because it's true. And I've always said this. You can have the worst day possible. You come home, you scream at your goat and watch it fall over. You're going to laugh.
But we
You
don't
do.
scream at our goats.
I don't do it, especially not right now because they're pregnant and I feel so bad for them. Even whenever I try to catch them, to either give them a shot or put their collar on or make sure that the bow tie on her butt is still tied. It freaks me out because if you chase them, they'll fall over. And I'm like trying to catch them and hold them up, you know, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't do that right now. Well, I do sometimes to baby, but he's a butthead.
So, yeah, just a little chat time video this
That's what you
time. Lala's trying to come over here. Let's see if I can spin the camera. See her. There she is.
What are you
We do.
doing? Huh?
See how wide she is. I don't know if you can tell. Nope, she is not a fan. Her milk bag has already come in. I don't know if you can see that in the video or not. See how she's walking? She's just waddling away. Poor girl.
Of our mess already.
Yeah, she is not a fan of our shenanigans at all whatsoever.
So, anyways, if y'all got any cool names, let us know. Comment on, share our stuff. Is your raffle thing still going, or?
Yeah, I think I need to do. Well, I probably should have drawn on Sunday because I was supposed to do it on Sunday.
Well,
So we'll
sorry.
do-
Sunday was a very busy day for us.
It was.
So we'll get that done. Tell you what, maybe we extend it one more week or until this Sunday.
Okay.
And so everybody like, share, subscribe, screenshot it, post it on the post on the Facebook page that you've subscribed. Put it in the page on the comment on that post that you've subscribed to screenshot, and we'll put you in the drawing for what is it?
It's a free hat.
Hat? I thought it was a hoodie this time.
Oh, it could be a hoodie.
Tell you what, I'll do a hat and a hoodie if we can hit 100 subscribers by Sunday. If not, we'll go by what the original post says, hat or hoodie. If we hit 100, I'll give you both.
Sounds good. All right.
We'll see y'all later.
Yep. See you later.
Yo!